Man, trying to stay dedicated. Trying to stay dedicated. A little later than usual. And because I got the little one over here and she fell asleep on the ride home, who knows when she might sit up. So I'm gonna go through my regular programming, but because Abu's in the room sleep, and I got to keep an ear out for her because if she sit up and I'm not around, y'all gonna hear her. Trust me, she can. It's going to you'll hear it all the way back. So I'm gonna have to So I'm gonna run through what I got to get through the show. Got a few things to talk about, some serious topics. You know, with y'all, I try to be open. I'm not one of these people that put my life on line, but I am a person that likes to be honest with my audience about certain things, and maybe some of y'all are going through certain stuff, and y'all could, possibly tell me something I'm overlooking. Hold on, one second. Sorry. Excuse me. Didn't mean to walk away like that, but I had to. Number one, I'm trying to give y'all a little time to get in here because I don't like to repeat myself. So I just ran back there and grabbed my grinder and a lighter real quick. I normally don't come out here and do any smoking, but today it's been a long week. I've been on just straight grind time, non-stop action. So I'm gonna chill out with y'all here. I really need to be going back out on the road and getting back to work, but with my little one here, again, she fell asleep way earlier than I would have expected her to. I was trying to get her home, and then I buy her some food, thinking I'll keep her up. I look in the back, she holding the food. I'm like, man, come! I just picked you up. Check this face out. That my oldest daughter, I caught her giving my father this face while he was talking to her. This is absolutely egregious. Look at his face. That's the face I caught her. I caught her giving my father. That was the original look, and then as I guess I shot it twice, and then I caught the eyes. Bruh, I was like, why are you looking at your grandfather like that? These kids, Amelia always crying. She always crying. Kennedy with the belly out. Always crying. My hair hurt. Stop crying all the time, Sean. And then all my girls, man. I love those girls. Those girls right there. Kennedy in the front, Aya in the pink, Amelia to the right. Those are my three daughters. I love them to death. Just wanted to. I don't post them often, so You don't really get an update unless you see them out in public with me. So that's your little update. Yeah, I got to see them briefly. All right. Now, you ain't going to see them too much often, but there you go. Speaking of my kids, let's just get right into the serious topic, the topic that I want to talk about most because I have a lot of friends that's on child support, females and men, women that put men on child support, guys who are on child support, guys who are kept out of their child's life fighting to get back in it, women dealing with men who don't want to accept the responsibility at all. And somewhere I fall right in the middle. The picture I just showed you of the three beautiful girls, well, two of those beautiful girls I get to have all the time. The one that I don't get to have all the time is Amelia, sadly. And I haven't been perfect with the communication with her mother. I was angry. Not because I wanted to be with Glenda or anything like that. No, because from the day the girl was born, I've had an issue just trying to see my child. And whether that's, you people do that to try to get over on you or to piss you off or have something to hold over your head. I don't know. Whatever. When you play that type of game with my children, you're not always going to get a nice response. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. And you look back in hindsight and say, yeah, I could have said a lot of things, differently, and I could have been a little bit calmer about the situation, but I never had somebody withhold my care from me, you know? And this is a process that I went through for years, still ongoing now. And it's just like one day it seemed like there's sunlight and then it's gone just as quickly as it comes. As quickly as I get her, as quicker I lose her, and then I don't get to see her for a while. And her mom, who knows? People probably tell her I talk about her on here because she'll say, well, you talk about me on your podcast. Yeah, I do. It's my podcast. I talk about whatever I want to. And I have no reason to lie. I'm not a person that needs to lie. I'm honest. I make mistakes. I say I do. The problem is in my life, the women I encountered, there's no accountability. None. Now, when Amelia was little, I was giving her mother money. I was working with Keeney and all this. I was making pretty good money. And at one point, I was giving her mom $600 a month. 600. That's when I was living over there with Rick and Stud. 600 a month. And she wouldn't even let me see my kid. She would talk trash. I still got all the messages, bro. I got all my phones from all these past years. I got all the messages. She sat there and told me she didn't need nothing from me. We don't need nothing from you. I mean, talking trash, all this stuff, man. And you know what's funny? I can go back in those messages right now and tell you what it said. I told her, I said, you're going to regret saying that to me. I told her. Maybe she don't remember. I remember because she said it to me. I told Glenda. I got those messages still they still out there. I said, you're going to regret telling me you don't need nothing from me. Because the day is going to come when you need something from me. And now, I've never been the type of person to want to do anything against the mom that's going to harm my daughter. That's not me. Nah. Because I don't care. Like, I don't care about her mother in that way. So it doesn't behoove me to hurt her. I don't care. I just want my kid. That's all I ever wanted. But my mother told me, I know I've said this before, but my mother told me not to give her no more money. She's like, artist, you're giving this girl all this money and she won't even let you see your kid. Now, is that good advice, ladies, parents out there? You let me know. But my mom felt like she needed to try to protect me from myself because she know I'm a nice guy. And I don't, I would do anything for my kids and, I would keep giving them money, even if I wasn't seeing the kids. So I took my mom's advice, which I don't know if it was good or bad to not. But every time I talk to like different women about it, y'all basically be like, nah, bro, like I wouldn't be giving her the money. So I don't know because there's times where y'all be for it, and then there's times where you're completely against it. Like you're against the guy. So which again, I don't really care. For me, like I told Glenda the other day, she was just trying her best, in my opinion, to get me to come out of my just to She was trying to get me to, I don't know, respond a certain type of way. Now, I done went through all this hell with Amelia, all these years, trying to get this girl, getting her, losing her, getting her, losing her, building relationships with her, lose the relationship. Um, and we was trying to establish something again. Her mama came and very rudely going to tell me she's not going to accept nothing less than 600 a month for Amelia. You're going to tell, that's how you're going to put it after all these years of you just, I can't see the girl, you know what I'm saying? You know, all this smart mouth, all this trash talking, all this stuff. But that's cool. I told her I wasn't going to give her 600 a month. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I got a house, got car notes, got 2 kids. 600 is crazy. I'm like, I can do you, 4 to 5. 4 was more what I would prefer to do, but because at first I just straight up said no, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not, because I felt like how you going to try to hold me by my balls after you didn't basically created this whole situation. I never not wanted to be a father to my kid. It was from day one, you pulling her out of my grip and making me jump through hurdles just to see her. Like, and then try to make me seem like I'm the bad guy because I'm tired of jumping through hurdles for 6, 7 years. Like, I'm tired of it. You jump through something. You jump through a hurdle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want me to put your business on blast, but you went through a lot of stuff that, you came and cried to me about, and then you come back and then do it again to me, and it's just like, yo, but then you want me to kiss your butt. And it's like, I'm not. I'm not gonna kiss your butt. I'm not. I took a big step because I genuinely, in my heart, I want to like her as a person, but I don't. I think she's done a lot of underhand tactics and she's lied and did a lot of wild stuff through the course of this 7, 8 years of knowing each other. And again, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Trust me, I've cussed her cussed her to death, which is something I'm not proud of. But again, you're playing with my kid. When it has nothing to do with her, the kid, I don't care. I'm not going to, you can't get no arousal out of me. But when we're talking about my kid, no, I'm sorry, you're going to get fired. But I had to realize that's not the best way to go about things. So I tried to change my approach. I've been in my Freemasonry, trying to use it uh, in my life and, trying to be an upstanding man and in the community and how to speak to people. This is a process. I've been a hothead my whole life, so I'm working on it. So I had reached out to all the moms. I had sent them heartfelt messages. I had tried to get everything back together. And this is how this picture happened because I went, spoke to everybody, got everybody seemed like on the same page. I got all the girls back, set up payment plans for everybody. Now, Glenda was of the mindset she was getting 600. I offered her 400, giving you $100 a week. Now, I think that's reasonable, and I think it's fair. I have, again, 3 other children. That's not, that math don't work out. So I'm giving you 400. I'm not saying you should be like, oh, happy, go lucky with it, but you should be like, okay, cool, cool. But no, 400 is not enough. And, you get up, awake, I've been having a good week or certain things happening good, and you get home and you see a message. You just see the name and you just know, here comes bullcrap. She arguing over, she wants 600. Bruh, I can't give you 6. I'll give you 4. Well, I'm gonna take you for child support. Okay, take you for child support, but you may get less. Oh, all this back. You haven't been paying me child. Glenda, it doesn't work that way. And I mean, you can say what you want, but I got receipts for you. Where I got family. I got years of family of you denying my rights, bruh. Like, come on, where's the accountability for the part you play in this situation? There is none. But you can come every so often and cry about your little problems to me. And guess who helps you out? Me. Not your little punk ass husband that dips out on you all the time and leaves you stranded with the kids. Nope. 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 Nah. He don't be there. I'm the one that moved you back to Maryland when y'all was in Pennsylvania going through it. I'm the one. I'm the one that's always helping you out, bailing you out when your sisters and them don't want to take your call or look out for you, or when your mom is sick of you. I'm the one, even after all the stuff you've done to me. And then you still keep doing it. And then as a man trying to get everything in order, and even with a new house and trying to get the car situated and all the stuff I got going on, I'm still trying to work with everybody. And here you go, swinging for the yards, swinging for the fences. Nothing. It's like there's no reasoning. It's like when things are good, you find a way to make them bad because things were just fine. Had the girls 2 weeks in a row. Everything was going well. She's supposed to be here right now. But it's like she just wakes up. Maybe she has an argument with her husband and she wakes up and she's just in a bad mood. Who can I try to piss off? And she thought she could try to piss me off. But she can't because I'm in my masonry now, bro. I'm not about to keep I'm not going to keep letting people take me out of my good element. I'm in a good element. I'm in a good headspace. You're not going to take me out of it no more. And I was very calm when I was writing her back. She was talking all that because that's all she do. She like to talk. And I'm just like, I'm not reading it, kind of glance over it. Yeah, and I just say what I need to really say. Like, it's just a shame that we got to keep going through this. But, I don't know. There's so many men who do less. I mean, even when I was in a position where my money was so tied up because I had a car that was just hit and it stopped me from working for a few weeks. So I had to get another car because this one was totaled. And so now I got to pay the deductible on this and pay for this car and pay for the rent that I didn't finish paying for last month because my car shut me down, and got to catch up with this month rent. So paying last month rent and this month rent and the car note and trying to send money to the mom. Like, bruh, I was just asking for like just a little leniency to understand that I'm dealing with something because when they all go through something, I understand. Whether it's when she was having a mental breakdown and needed me to keep Amelia out of nowhere. I changed my game plan, bring her over. Whether it's Jazz, whether it's Aya's mom, bro, I got them. If you need me, I got you. But when I go through something, it seems like sometimes Jazz can kind of hang on sometimes. And Claudia, it depends. Claudia can be, she is hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes she's real cool. Sometimes she's real Cameroon. I don't know. It's one or the other. But the one, like out of all of them, the one that I just cannot seem to just get on the right page, even though I'm doing everything I can, I'm trying to say the right stuff, trying to show with action. And man, why do I got this? I need to start taking this off at the end because this is not. It's not right. Make sure I take this down before I get off. Because that just blew me to see that this bottom was completely wrong. But yeah, man, so that's just something I've been dealing with. Like, get your kid, you're excited. Yeah, I'm making plans, and then out of nowhere, here come mom, shoehorning, throwing her hook in our in our little moment. It just ruins it. And then we gotta start all over again. Now is the threat of child support. I'm not scared of child support, bro. They can only give what I earn. I don't make $400,000 a year, Slim. Like, my money is accounted for, and bills and all. It's all accounted for. So I mean, you think you're gonna get 600? I'm willing to go to FanDuel and bet that you're not. But we'll see. We'll see. So Y'all let me know. Like, is it crazy? Is offering $400? Is that is that not good enough? Like, I don't know. Just thought that 400 would be good, but apparently it's not. And then to try to act like I've just never sent you a dime when I have, and then you wouldn't let me see my child, and then you would tell me you didn't need nothing from us. You would talk crazy about the family and all types of stuff, and I'm like, I know you're not throwing stones in your glass house, cause family. Let's not go there. Anywho, I be trying to keep things copacetic, man. I try, and I'm a fiery person, so like I really be trying. I tell you, yeah. Sometimes they can paint us men to be such terrible creatures, and we're really not. But yeah, let's get into this show. I had to just get that out the way. Had to get that out. That was just throwing me off. Like, I'm glad maybe I did take that extra day to think about what I wanted to say, because I don't think I'd have came on here last night and said nothing crazy, but I still just like, yo, it's just crazy that people. It's just crazy that people, when you're establishing something, like some people just don't want good. I want you to be there for her. I want you to be a father for her. But you're not giving me exactly what I want, so you can't do nothing. Okay. Who gave you that right that you think that you can just whatever? I mean, whether I'm wrong or not, it's just ridiculous. Like I try to be a father to these kids, man. I try. I try. I mean, I am. But for Amelia, I be trying to be there. And it's just always something. Mom Dukes always want to make this a difficult situation, man. I need to stop doing that. You really do. Like, it's good men that want to be there for the kids. And you should allow them to be. Just because you don't get something you don't want doesn't mean that you have the right to say, "Oh well, you can't be around." How? How so? Where where do you go wrong at it? Oh, so you're perfect too. You just make no mistakes. Okay. All right, guys. What we got? So I've been hearing that I don't know how true this is, but I've been hearing that Floyd Mayweather is bloke. I said bloke. Broke. What's going on with Floyd? Now 50 Cent talking about he's in financial ruins. The whole issue comes from apparently Floyd Mayweather said that he spent over $400 million acquiring dozens of New York City apartment buildings. But Stephen A exposes Floyd Mayweather going bankrupt after $402 million scam. He said, "Damn champ, they caught you capping. Time for another exhibition." You know, I like I like controversial figures. I like Floyd Mayweather. I was a fan of his whole career. The one thing I was never a fan of with Floyd was how brash he was, how cocky he came off, and how showy he was, always showing his money, always showing his wealth, always spending all this. And then you see him, they show him with Stephen A. Smith, and he talking about how he got in this one house, he had like $15 million worth of cars, 7 cars or so. And they were all white. In another city, they all red. In another city, they all black. And he just got all these massive properties with all these $1 million and all this expensive jewelry and all. And it's just like, yo, I don't know why. I don't know why we feel like we have to do that. We always feel like we gotta show our worth. And now you getting called out, the whole Dubai situation. You know what I'm saying? This $402 million scam situation. Chael Sonnen, he said there's no way that Floyd Mayweather made 130 million. They said that he made 700 and something million off of 2 fights, and he was like, there's no way. Unless he negotiated pay-per-view buys. I mean, I'm inclined to be like, when you really think about the numbers, it's like that really don't. I don't know. We don't know what his contracts look like, but another professional fighter saying that Floyd may have gotten a $60 million check one time, but he's never gotten like $130 million checks from a boxing match. Whether it's true or not, it's starting to look like these guys who seem to have all this massive wealth end up broke. Because I think a lot of the time they probably take stuff on credit. Michael Jackson was $500 million in debt when he died. How could they even give the kids any money? Like, y'all owe us. That's crazy. Michael Jackson owed $500 million. So, I mean, I just wish that I guess when you put it out like that, when you out there like, yeah, you see this, you can't, yeah. I guess people give it back to you when it come out that, yeah, you're not living that lifestyle that you said you were. I guess it's equal. I mean, it's even. So we'll see. I mean, he is still out here taking these little exhibition fights. And I'm sure if he was bagged up, like he say he is, I don't think he would be doing that. I don't think he would. But that's Floyd, man. You just gotta, count your blessings and not be so. I'm not saying he's been ungrateful or anything like that, but we shouldn't be so showy, man. Keep your wealth and your stuff to yourself. I had recently was watching a clip of Joe Rogan's podcast, and they recreated. He had a guy on there. He's like a scientist. He's a genealogist. I don't know what he is, but they ended up finding like a dire wolf's DNA, and with this little bit of DNA, they were able to recreate these dire wolves. They've been extinct for thousands of years. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They're huge, like they're enormous compared to a gray wolf, which is the biggest wolf. They're bigger than that. They're huge. But it's like, is that a good thing? I mean, is it playing God, or is it reestablishing wildlife from poachers and all these people who have hunted to extinction certain animals? Is it playing God? It's a very thin line. It's a line down the middle that I don't really know. Like, I mean, technically, you're playing God. It was in natural evolution for them to die off. Can they reproduce? Can clone animal? Let me see. I doubt it, but let's just see. Yes, cloned animals can reproduce. Several studies, including one involving a cloned dog, reported on the NIH website, has shown that cloned animals can produce viable offspring through natural mating. For example, a cloned male dog successfully produced 10 healthy puppies when mated with a normal female dog. Similarly, sim, similarly, similarly, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with my tongue? The first cloned mammal, Dolly the sheep, was also able to reproduce. That makes me think that Jurassic Park is real somewhere. Maybe not to the extent of the movie that we see, but with all them islands out there and us not truly, with people trying to say the map isn't the map that the map that we see isn't the real map. Who knows what islands are out there and what they're doing on these places? I mean, if you can get DNA from bones or and they can do that, why couldn't you recreate a raptor or recreate a saber-toothed tiger or anything that's went extinct? I don't know. How y'all feel about that? Do you think that they're playing God, or do you think that this is a process that could help bring back a lot of what has went extinct and taken from us? We didn't get to enjoy the beauty and get to study and see them in their natural wildlife. I think you could argue both. Both things could be truth at the same time. Here's a little message for people that live in the Bowie area. Please, if you're a bicycle rider, please stop riding your bike on the one lane church road. Please. You're holding up traffic. It's annoying. And you need to find the exercise somewhere else. Get on a bike trail. All this riding in the middle of the street stuff is dangerous. Y'all be having y'all little lights on your bike at night. Like, bro, people, man, listen. Ride safely. Don't ride in the street. Like, I just don't understand. Like, y'all act like you got a car. You over here pedaling 12 miles per hour. We're going 35. Can you move? Uh, I hate that. Like when you come down Lower Boy Road sometime and they be like 57 bike riders riding. Like, if y'all don't move out the way, y'all on a single lane. This is one lane and y'all taking up the whole lane. Like, bruh, please stop doing that on Church Road. It's very annoying. Just want to throw that out there. Daredevil. Look, I have completely enjoyed this season, and it's crazy because we barely even got Daredevil. Barely. Twice. Two episodes. I want to say 1 and 6. 1 and 5 or 1 and 6. One of the two. And I've still enjoyed it. Just seeing Matt kind of go through like the process, the anger, the emotion of fighting, battling, wanting to be Daredevil, living this like lie of a life. The last episode, seeing Mayor Fisk coming into power, like he's getting himself together. Wow, it seemed like Daredevil is breaking down, which may be an indicator of the intro credits as everything's crumbling. I do believe that he's headed to like losing his firm, maybe possibly being exposed as Daredevil because he's starting to get real reckless. He's being careless. He's walking around without his cane. He's lashing out on people. He's smashing people's faces in the precinct. I love how Bullseye's just always he's just there. Always bothering Matt in some way. Uh you see that the police that fist, the little task force. They're doing exactly what he asks, going out there and cracking down on the vigilantes by any means. I love the scene where they took the guy's hands and stuck them in the fryer and burned it. Man, like I enjoyed Daredevil. I would love to see him, of course, suit up as Daredevil, but with him being shot in the last episode, I don't know what we're gonna get in this final episode. So curious to what they're gonna do with this last one, and you know him jumping in front of that bullet to save Kingpin was uh was interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to what they're going to do with that. Maybe this is the episode where the Punisher returns. Since Daredevil's down, I believe he has more than just that one episode with Matt. So we'll see. Somebody has to crack down on this police force that's walking around with the Punisher's logo on his chest. So that's gonna be fun to check out how they go about proceeding with that storyline. These tariffs, man, he went up 140% with the tariffs, and I've been, uh, hold on, let me see. So let's see these tariffs. Oh, I said 140%. Sorry, it's 104%. Um, but then it hikes to 125%. So there have been a historical there has been a historical upheaval in American trade policy. The announcement of Donald Trump's so-called reciprocal tariffs on the 2nd of April, what he called Liberation Day, sent a shockwave through the global trading system and financial markets. And the president's 90-day pause on some of these tariffs on 9 April set off a relief rally in stock markets. But where has the roller coaster of new U.S. tariff announcements and partial reversal actually left the situation? And what will it all mean for global trade? What does the pause mean? The announcement pause only applies to some of the new tariffs, taxes on imports that Donald Trump announced on the 2nd of April. The new minimum 10% tariff rate, which came into effect on Saturday, 5th of April, is still in place for goods coming from all countries, including the UK. There are exemptions for pharmaceuticals and microchips and some other items, but that 10% tariff itself is a major change in America's trade relationship with all countries. And for China, the rate will not fall at all, but will hike up further to 125% plus another 20% linked to the drug fentanyl. Nevertheless, the pause means the rates above 10% for 59 other territories will be suspended until July. So he has 25% tariffs on all car tariffs to America, including from UK, 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, including products made from these metals, 25% tariffs on many imports from Mexico and Canada. Huh. They said before Trump's pause, the U.S. tariff rate was set to reach the highest in more than 100 years. So I'm trying to say the U.S. imported 440 billion of goods from China in 2024. That's still representing around 13% of all U.S. good imports. Jesus. Hmm. I'm trying to understand, what does that do for, like, what does it do to us? What's going to happen with our prices, because I know y'all have seen it going to the grocery stores, how just a few items cost you $30. You know what I'm saying? So you know we need relief. We keep getting hit and hit and hit. We need relief. We need relief. Just for all my people that love astronomy and the moon cycles and all that, tomorrow is the 12th, 13th. They say that it will be this beautiful pink moon will be out between the 12th and the 13th. So check that out. I know I'll be looking for it. Definitely love a beautiful sight, a beautiful moon. See the red moon, the orange moon. Let's see a pink one. That'll be cool. I've heard that, I'm not sure, but I saw that Will Smith may be leaving Jada. They're selling properties and stuff off. And there's been a lot of speculation since he's been talking to this Hispanic girl that he did a song with. And, I'm not one who likes to see people divorce, but I was upset with how Jada went about everything with Will. I thought that a lot of that was completely unnecessary, especially your husband basically threw away his career for a second to defend you, whether that was staged or not. He did. And all you did in return was, expose a lot of your issues in your marriage. You wrote a book talking really bad about the man and just embarrassing him and your family. And so I didn't know why Will was still staying with him. Kids grown, like you tried. But it's certain things just you can't do certain things. And what she did and what she has said and really like exposing him like that, nah, I want him to move on. So I'm really happy to hear that if it's true that he is moving on, move on. Let her go do her thing and looking like Roger the alien, and you go do your thing, bro. Like be with somebody who actually going to appreciate you. You know what I thought was crazy? Deshaun Watson talking about people doubting me and I'm gonna come back better. I'm not saying that you weren't at one time great, but Deshaun, you've had 3, 4 years to prove that you was back, bro, and you haven't done it. So what makes you think that people won't believe in you now? And where are you going to make this belief at? In Cleveland, or are you going to another team? I'm not saying I don't want to say I don't believe in the guy, but I am saying like, what you mean? People don't believe. Yeah, you're right. People don't believe in you. They didn't watch you stink it up for the last few years badly. I mean, you stunk it up bad with a ridiculous guaranteed contract. Like people, if you didn't, you not succeeding in this is the reason why people are going to talk, because the money they gave you all that money after what you had been accused of. You be being suspended for a whole year, coming off an injury and coming back. Like, bruh, I think I don't think he gonna have no big Sam Darnold come back. I mean, he has the skill to, but sometimes, man, all that outside noise, being away from the game and all that, you just lose a step. Maybe he just lost his step. But for him to just be saying like, why aren't people believing in me? Well, because we didn't watch you. I had to go through this gate today, and there was this lady there. She was a black lady, but her attitude. Well, ladies, I know that y'all be going through a lot of stuff because we all do. But y'all, man, sometimes the attitude just be so unnecessary, and it's just ugly, and it just makes you not want to talk. Like I don't get it. I don't even be saying nothing. I don't say nothing rude to nobody or nothing. Just pull up, hey, how you doing? Just nasty attitude. And I was just I had to laugh. Like, oh, if you ever hear me just laugh in a conversation with somebody, it's because you're saying something that's kind of pissing me off, but I'm trying to laugh at it because it's like, what? Like, you all right? You okay? We all need to work on that. Like, I don't know. We just be wearing it on our face sometimes. And it's just, and it comes out of your mouth, and you're just talking to somebody, and you're just like, yeah, you're very unpleasant. I hate that because I love talking to women, and it's just like, even in just brief exchanges, why is this exchange so negative? When I'm just stopping by and just giving you my information to go into the place and keep it pushing. Like, check your face. I heard a story about these men. This is a foreign story. I think they in Korea, maybe, but I know it's over there in like one of the Asian, uh, one of those countries or islands or wherever they got over there. But this guy, it's like some website called Sammy Boy, where these guys was going on there uploading, pictures of their wives, um, like passed out and like allowing other men to sleep with their wives and sharing those pictures online. Like their wives were just drugged up and didn't know. And there was like a group of guys who were just going around assaulting each other's wives, and it's just amazing. Like, yo, it is so amazing some of the stuff I hear men do. I, tastes terrible. Some of the stuff I hear men do just what what like what would make you, ew, this is disgusting. I had to throw that away quickly. What will make you do that to your wife? Somebody, like, how is that? How is like cuckolding? How is things like watching your wife be assaulted while she's drugged? How are those fetishes? How are those fetishes? And how is the Sammy Boy website still up? I didn't go check it, but from the research that it's still up. And the women had filed a lawsuit against all these guys, and a lot of these guys did a lot, got time and um, years. And it's crazy. Like, it's one of the craziest stories I ever heard. 7 men drugging their wives and allowing each of each, like them taking turns assaulting the wife, filming it and uploading it to Sammy Boy. So I'm not encouraging you to go look at Sammy Boy. I'm just saying, how does things like this happen? Why are men so? So I'm so disappointed in some of the stuff that guys do to women. Like, what was the story? Another guy was doing the same thing to his wife, drugging her, and he let over 100 guys come over there and sleep with her, trying to get their wives pregnant and stuff. It's the craziest thing ever. Like, how does some things just go unnoticed? Like the lady who left her 3 kids in the apartment for 5 years. 5 years, your kids, you left them in what? How was that possible? How did this go unseen? Your 2, 3-year-old is 7, 8 years old now. You've been sending loaves of bread and little Uber Eats for 5 years. You have not been to the house to see your kids. For 5 years, they haven't been to school. For 5 years, your who's the oldest? Is it 15 or is he 13? He only been outside 2 times. The other kids never been out. Like, how does that go unnoticed by people? It's amazing. This world is just cruel. Very interesting. Trying to fly through this. Almost done. I don't like the Tesla fear mongering, okay? Because I drive a Tesla, and I heard this pastor or something saying something like, "Oh, people who drive in Teslas are scared that people are going to come and damn." No, 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 no. We're not actually. We're not scared that people are going to come damage our things because I would think that people are better than that. I see Tesla drivers all the time. They look very comfortable to me. And I don't know why, because you hate Elon so much, you would try to damage my stuff. Don't damage my stuff, because if I catch you, and we got cameras in the car, so I'll see you, and I will find your ass, or I'm gonna take it to the police. And when they bring you in court and it shows me your address, like, yo, y'all gotta chill. A lot of us, number one, bought the car before he even got into this crap. But even more importantly, um, his views have nothing to do with me and the car I got. But that guy saying that, people putting that out there, like, that's, you putting that energy out there. Oh, they should be afraid because people don't do that. You start planting seeds in people's heads. Shut your mouth. We're good. Just I'm just trying to get through this crap just like y'all are. So don't damage, don't be out there damaging people's property. If you want to get to Elon Musk, get to Elon Musk. You can figure a way to get to him, speak to him, get your message to him. Damaging his he's a billionaire, bruh. You damaging my car isn't hurting him. You damaging the Tesla Jones is probably insured, isn't hurting him. He probably make money. You damage the Jones. Like, these dudes, like, make an impact in a different way. We think that making an impact means let's do some negative and violent. No, making an impact can be multiple ways. You just have to figure it out. We have to collectively come together and figure these things out. It's like y'all think this is a movie. Like, it's Grand Theft Auto 24/7. I'm gonna give you a very quick and simple example of why youth basketball has it can be really good, but why being a coach, coaching these younger players, it's hard for them to listen to you. Because Tyler Hero had a fast break, open lane to take a layup. What did Tyler Hero do? He stops at the 3-point line, pull up, and bricks the three, costing his team the game and the losing. That, when he did that, that's the perfect example of why it's hard to coach these young guys now, because that's what they do. When I coach, I can't tell you how many times the guy got the layup and they swing it over to the corner. What are you doing? What are you doing? Or you got the guy at the layup, but you pull it out for the. What are you doing? I just, no, that's such a poor example of basketball. It's terrible basketball. I don't care if Tyler Hero hits the shot. It's a bad shot. I would tell my guys that. I don't care you hit some old clutch shot that everybody ooh and on about. I'm looking at you. I'm pissed. That's a terrible shot. It's a terrible shot. Ugh. Yeah, like I hate that three ball mindset. Steph was so great. Steph is so great at it. And Clay was they were so dominant with it that it completely changed the fabric of the basketball game entirely. Last story I think I have on here. Let me see, because I know I had some stuff pulled up on my browser. Okay, I didn't get their names. Two twin brothers. They made $14 million, which isn't bad. It's really good actually, but it's how they made it. And the way they made this $14 million, these two twin brothers went on OnlyFans and they made out. And the last episode was called "When Is Too Much Too Much." When I was telling the story about the two girls that let the 50 guys go back door on them, and I'm just like, y'all doing this for content, like people always try to switch up the whole money thing. Money's the root of all evil. And people like, nah. Not having money is the root of all evil. No, no. Money is the root of all evil. People will do anything for it, whether they have it already or whether they're trying to get it. People are willing to do anything for money. And it's like, you would go on camera, you would embarrass your family, you would embarrass your father, your mother, your grandparents, just your uncles, your aunts, your other brothers and sisters if you have them. You would go in there, y'all would kiss each other, y'all would make out your brother for 14 million. I mean, for the way he put, he was like, man, I got my bag. That's all that matters. It was 3 seconds to make out with my brother. I'm just like, you can explain it however you want. And money is not everything. The kids blow through that $14 million if they don't invest it properly, man. These guys just blow. He said he had a bad drug habit. You know what they say? If you already got bad habits when you broke, you have more money. It just becomes a bigger habit. If you were smoking weed when you were broke, you're going to smoke every bit of weed you can when you make $1 million. It's not going to change. It's going to influx. So I just thought that was weird. It's just weird that people are willing to do what they're willing to do for some money. To do that with your brother on on camera, kissing your brother on camera, and your twin brother, the guy looks like you. I mean, you had a better chance of kissing the mirror, and people would be like, "Oh yeah," huh? Like no, but you actually went through with it and kissed your brother. And I'm supposed to look at you and be like, "Oh man, because you got that 14 million. It's cool." It ain't cool. It's never going to be cool. Last thing I'm gonna say before I roll up out of here, because I'm tired. And my daughter, she slept through this whole thing, so I'm not even gonna play with it, play with it, play with it. For her, if she sits up, she has the propensity to wake up. Like she fell asleep at like 6:37. No, what time I get to her? Maybe 7? I don't know. Whatever. She was asleep then, so maybe she had a long day. Last night, Luca returning to Dallas, putting that work down. And Anthony Davis, I love Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis showed me exactly why I'm happy that we got Luca. Because I used to hate those games. When you expect big games from Anthony Davis and he give you 12 points or he give you like 10 points, and you'd be like, bruh, I needed you to go in today. That's what he did when Luca came to call, to see what's up. Shooting threes all in the man's face and putting the work on him in the step back, and you know what I'm saying, doing the money dance and all type of stuff on him. So let's go LA. I got a lot of hope for my team. I'm excited. We got the Commanders looking strong last year. We got my Lakers looking strong right now this year. For the first time, you got Ovechkin breaking the record. Capitals locking up the top seed. I like, bro. All I need is my Yankees. Yankees went to the World Series last year, even though they lost to my other team, the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? It's been a good year. All my teams are starting to get back into good graces, baby. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to shooting content about the games, about football and all that stuff coming up too. Harrison's package has arrived, so now me and him are going to set it. I haven't opened it. I haven't seen what he sent me. We're going to all unpack all that together when I interview him. So we just set up the date. Once we get the date set, we're going to bow out. We're going to get that to y'all. So with that being said, guys, as you can hear it in my voice and see it in my eyes, maybe not, I am tired. I've been working since 1 o'clock this morning. I got up, came home, took a 2 hour nap, and I've been back out ever since. And I got home maybe right before I did this. So it's been a day. With that being said, I came back for y'all. Come back for me. Okay? I'll be back Tuesday. If anything else, I'll post and I'll tell y'all I'm coming back before. But be safe. Have a great weekend. Try to stay dry. And if you are going to get on the road, be safe driving, because people are really driving crazy every day. And as a person that drives every day, like for hours and hours and hours on hours and hours, I'm telling you right now, I'm avoiding multiple hits a day. So, and I have to keep looking out for them, myself, you, and everybody. So it just drains my brain. Be careful. Be mindful of who's riding around you. Be safe. Love your loved ones. Smoke weed. Peace.